say images, music, Dynamo. Images,
Dynamo!
images.
Dynamo!
I say images, music, Dynamo. Images,
Dynamo!
images.
Dynamo!
Go, go, Energy Dynamo! Yo guys, Energy Dynamo 9000 here. And this is, well, a 2015, a vlog about the entire 2015. Well, the second half really, since I kind of made a vlog about the first half in the video. So anyways, this is a 2015 vlog since, well, I guess the summer basically, and probably spring, since I didn't really make a video from like about it. I had stuff going on. I let's just say I've been really really busy, and for the record, I'm recovering from that, but only to get drowned in the busyness again, and pretty soon. It's a little sad. So anyways, let's just get rolling with this awesome video. I'm going to go in chronological order here. We got, so managed to watch a bunch of cool films throughout this time, including Avengers 2, Age of Ultron. Really, really awesome movie. So, it had a few inaccuracies, I would know, because I'm a Marvel nerd, I know this kind of stuff. Because mostly about Ultron. For instance, Ultron wanted to destroy humanity from the beginning, not because of their like flaws and stuff. And he was made by Dr. Henry Pym from that guy from the Ant-Man movie, not Tony Stark. It's an inaccuracy from the main thing, but they did a pretty good job out of this stuff. It's a really awesome movie. Yeah, really deserving of those fireworks outside going on. If you can hear that. So it's got tons of awesome action, the drama, humor, and sarcasm. I think some of the drama comes in when R.I.P. Quicksilver. Let's just take a moment to, remember Quicksilver. Hey, cool, the fireworks stopped. Okay, don't ruin the moment. Okay, so next up there's a little Bruce and Natasha going on, aka Hulk and Black Widow. Being friends and all. Also, Vision is pretty awesome, well, when I saw the film, I thought they missed out on his density powers. But when I looked at a clip, it turned out they kind of put it in. Ultra was pretty awesome, pretty dead on, and and I really liked the Hulkbuster armor that Iron Man used. Well, you guessed it, against the Hulk, but it was kind of short lived. I mean, could you not have used? Why could you not have used it against Ultron? It would have been pretty awesome. So Iron Man's kind of on par again with Ultron for the most part, ish. So why not use the Hulkbuster and just bam deliver a good punch? Well, she wouldn't stand a chance. And the Avengers got pretty cool gadgets, especially Captain America's magnetic thing for his shield. And I really like the Infinity Wars tie-in for the next movie with Thor's moment there. Though this thing kind of ties around Iron Man's little issue. He tends to make chaotic machines because he feels the need to make these machines because he believes they could save the world. Although, big surprise, when this happened, Ultron showed up and tried to destroy the world. Might want to work on better machines next time, Iron Man. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, he does need to work better on it, but I'm not hating on him for it. I've developed some kind of pretty good liking for Iron Man. Tech innovation, honestly, he's just awesome. And I did not know and they also showed Hawkeye's girlfriend, wife, I think wife. Some of the time it's been a while, so I can't really remember at the moment. It's cool that he got a bigger role in the film. And I really like the new Avengers going in there. War Machine, Falcon, Scarlet Witch, and the Vision. Oh yeah, I really like War Machine's little like story. Boom! You looking for this? Oh yeah, and there's the one of my favorite moments was when Iron Man was using that hydraulic arm, smashing the Hulk, saying "Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep," and then when he was done, Hulk just spit out a tooth and then he just said, "Sorry." Like it looked really scary. Well, not scary, but like he looked really scared. I really felt bad about Quicksilver's sacrifice, and his quote, "Did not see that coming." And it turns out Loki's scepter is the Mind Stone. And I really like the Quicksilver is like I'm 23 minutes older sort of joke. And I really like Hawkeye's inspiration moment, encouraging the Scarlet Witch to fight. And I feel though the mind originally, from my understanding, the Mind Stone is blue, not yellow. But you know. Anyways, so oh yeah, and I really like Doctor Cho's artificial skin project when it ended up healing Hawkeye and creating Vision. I really have an admiration for innovative technology. See that kind of technology is tech for the future, yo. Alright, so another awesome film I really liked watching was Tomorrowland. It's a great inspirational story about taking action in order to get the desired outcome in the future. Basically, get your ideal future and never give up. There were some pretty freaky robots in there, and I really like the scene where where the girl robot shut down because she, quote unquote, she annoyed me. Oh yeah, the robot girl's name was Athena. Sorry about that. So there was a weird introduction which broke the fourth wall with introductions while trying to tell the beginning of the story at the beginning, which shows a flashback of both their lives and childhoods. There was a pretty tragic death involved, and I really liked how the movie showed like a bunch of futuristic tech, and I really another twist thing you see in the movie. There, the people that you see, so there's a shop scene. The people in the shop seem cool, but it turns out they're robots and want to kill you. That was hilarious. There was an investigation scene, and then there are robot heads, and then there are Secret Service people that show up who are actually more robots. The end of the world cause is actually very unexpected, and I really liked it. But the jetpack part in the beginning, it's to die for. I really like the holographic projection and the holographic dog. They show a rocket to Paris and journey to Paris, and they had to drink Coca-Cola because apparently flying to Paris is losing blood sugar. And they prep the with robot contingencies with lasers, magnetic wall, and bathtub rocket in the guy's house, the old guy's house. The Pin and Tomorrowland are pretty well made, and it's a pretty great journey. And stuck in stasis grenade thing trapping the store robots. That's hilarious. A funny film I watched just for laughs, was Mall Cops 2, and it was a very hilarious. It was a very hilarious movie. I really liked the when they showed like the non-lethal weapons like convention or something. Oh yeah, there was also a superhero comment because that cop came straight from a haircut, and I really like the ending scene when a horse kicked a mall car whose name is Blart into Paul Blart into a car. The arm scene was pretty cool, and there's a random sleeping guy, especially doing a moving inspirational speech by Blart. And Blart's adventure that brought him back up top from his divorce and mom's death. I really like how they portray that. And there's a funny conversation he and another guy are having about being crazy. A random ostrich like bird shows up and like attacks them, which is hilarious. It's like how should I say this? Like a running gag a little bit. People get hurt a lot, like slapstick. It's just really funny. I had to get melted ice cream and dropped to the floor because of low blood sugar or something. He fell asleep from the lack of sugar, and it was hilarious. Oh, and another fun fact: the actor who played Justin in Wizards of Waverly Place played a role. Apparently, the moral of the story is to learn to let go. Valid license. I really like the funny cop scooter scene. And then for I needed a valid license. I really like the bow and arrow with vibrating fork, and then there's Chase and Angel show. Chase, and then they ended up in an angel show for some reason. Well, it's a show that happened to have an angel in it, apparently. A dinner discussion about decision stuff. And then there's plenty of resourcefulness shown. And basically, he thwarted a guard by crawling in a bulletproof suitcase and crashed into him. He fell in the water, but he broke out and lived. It's an awesome and cheesy parody of a spy movie, which is just very awesome and very well made, in my opinion. The film here that I managed to watch during like the summer of 2015 was Inside Out. Because honestly, who hasn't really seen that movie? I really laughed when we saw like Riley's imaginary boyfriend, and I also laughed at the scenes where everyone's emotions showed up. Inside Out is like the perfect family movie to watch. It's just very innovative and a very deep movie. It's also relatable and funny and very emotional, literally with like personified emotions. Although it also gets emotional with like Bing Bong's noble sacrifice. In case you don't know who Bing Bong is, he's Riley's imaginary friend who's part elephant, dolphin, and he also cries candy and has a song-powered rocket wagon with broom. I really laughed at the gum commercial and Angus' reaction to it, as well as broccoli. Broccoli pizza, you just ruined it. And there was like a dinosaur at the car travel, as well as imagination chips. Oh, and I really liked how they used Anger's anger to cut a hole in glass to save joy and sadness. It's honestly very adorable. Um, I really liked how they also put a lot of innovation in here. Like they used a lot of symbols related to the mind. Like they literally had a light bulb plugged in somewhere to create an idea, and it was just really cool. Some parts that were really shocking were when Personality Island shut down, Recall Hue broke, Train of Thought shut down. It's just you get like this sense of like, oh my gosh, sort of feeling, They just make it that good. And if you catch if you get it going there early, you get to see this funny lava song, like gonna find someone to lava or something. It's just hilarious. Oh yeah, and Nightmare on the First Day of School, Fear called it. It's hilarious. The memories were like little mind shifts, and it was just really funny to see. And poor I felt bad for Sadness, but she said, since she was like isolated and everything, but she saved the day in the end and got a little respect. Whereas in the beginning, Joy took charge, and Sadness was only a minor character, but eventually they both like developed respect for each other. I There was a random dog in the dream film that looked like he was cut in half. Oh yeah, and that random dog. Oh yeah, which turned out to be it was a costume that Joy and Sadness were in, but it turned out, but for some reason it just showed the costume messed up, and now it looked like it was in half. And there were random cloud people kept getting killed in the movie. It's just hilarious. Oh yeah, and faded memory janitors, earthquake myth, and like Bart backed an opinion spill, as well as the entree and a thought. Goofball Island, Hockey Island, Friendship Island, Honesty Island, and Family Island. Those were the islands in Riley's head, and it showed like that on the first day of school, like they were worried about the dangers, but then Sadness ended up making Riley cry for some reason with like memories and whatnot. It was very dramatic, and not just and it all starts from like when Riley's family moved away, old islands died, her old personality islands died, and but then there's like it gives an opportunity for a clean slate to basically to mix things up, to touching memories. There were like new memories and new life sort of thing. So you got that to look forward to if something dramatic goes on. You just gotta make a clean slate and persevere. Epic movie I managed to watch in the summer was Ant-Man. I really felt it was a really awesome movie. It was very action-packed and funny with tons of awesome tech, like Ant-Man's suit and the ant controlling technology. The movie was. It also had a bunch of references to the Avengers, especially Ant-Man versus Falcon, which was pretty cool. And there was the after scene where Captain Falcon and Winter Soldier showed up. Captain Falcon were like rescuing Winter Soldier or something. It was a tie into the Civil War, and there was another one where it unveiled the Wasp's suit, which was pretty cool. There was I really felt bad about like Ant of Ant-Man's ant friend, Tony. It was really sad. And when he was this montage that was playing in the movie while he was becoming Ant-Man, it was amazing. Although I really laughed at Luis's rambling in the movie as well as but Wasp's role, she didn't really have a role. Well, not the Wasp, not the well-known Wasp because she was dead, but the new subatomic shrinking was pretty cool. And this Ant-Man, who was Scott Lang's kid Cassie, was pretty adorable. And the team is really awesome. Luis as a guard was just hilarious, especially when he went, boss man told me to boss man told me to fix this thing. They said I'm the boss, and was like, oh, then Luis just punches him in the face. Oh yeah, then whistles and tells him not to. He's just hilarious like that. Ant Ant Man, who was Scott Lang, was really awesome, but everything else contrasts Marvel knowledge. They kind of diverge from the mainstream knowledge that people know and like. But it was the yellow jacket tech was really awesome, and the Mexican car. You'll just when you hear a Mexican car horn in the movie, you'll just laugh. Trust me, I recommend watching it. It's that awesome. Oh yeah, and they happen to make a scene where they had like someone accidentally turned a Thomas the Tank Engine train huge as well as a giant ant, which someone mistook as a dog. The final battle was really awesome, and I just really laughed. One of my favorite scenes was when Ant Man arrived at an abandoned base, which turned out to be an Avengers base. That was hilarious. And I also laughed at the failing shrinking experiments. Though I felt really bad for the poor people, for the lambs and people, which turned out to be turned into ketchup or something. While they shrunk, and as a result, it looked like like a pile of gunk that turned out to look a little bit like chunky ketchup. And I also laughed when Ant-Man struck a shrunken Yellow Jacket into a bug zapping light bug killer, but it didn't hurt Yellow. Unfortunately, it didn't hurt Yellow Jacket, but it's still a funny spectacle to watch. Ant-Man is amazing. I recommend watching it if you. The movie I got to watch was Mission Impossible. It's an awesome movie, but I didn't really know the series, so I can't make a full knowledge thing about it. And they had really awesome and tech in the environment, and they had a really fun untwist beginning. A funny moment in a funny moment that I really liked was when they said when the guy the guy who played as Hawkeye in the Avengers, Jeremy Renner, said, "I can neither confirm nor deny that" during like a lot of thing during like some interrogation thing. This movie just shows friendships at their strongest, and I tend to admire that. You know, it's so this movie is pretty cool. Another epic summer Marvel film, Fantastic Four. That was a really awesome movie, and though it was the casting was a little weird, and it's a story of deep friendships and the conflicts within. And there were a bunch of diversions from mainstream Marvel, like Sue being adopted, and Doctor Doom, who was once like he was like a teen scientist, then he who turned into some rocky cosmic being thing. I really liked the alternate dimensional device, it was really awesome, and it displayed really awesome powers. Oh yeah, and it mentioned tons of social media and gave the Fantastic Four like a modern outlook. It also showed conflicts from modern society. Overall, the movie was pretty awesome, and I really enjoyed it. Though it kind of diverged from like even Marvel movies themselves. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but it was pretty cool. You know, it was pretty cool. This year, I also grown pretty attached to the Hotel Transylvania franchise. I really liked Hotel Transylvania 2, which is the film I watched during like Thanksgiving. It was a very awesome, heartwarming, and funny movie. It's like I really like the awesome monster people fails. Like when Bigfoot blocked a soccer ball and like he also cried and he splashed a person. Oh yeah, and Frankenstein's head selfie with a head with just his head, and there was a werewolf who just said growl, and then like fetched something, and then like the mummy like tried to do like a sand spell, but he broke his back. I was thinking step on a crack, break a mummy's back. Oh yeah, and Blobby's repeated crashes, even though we put a helmet on. And it was also hilarious when there was like Invisible Man versus his invisible date. It's just hilarious. That was just hilarious. And it was also, I also really like the montage where it was like Blobby's scooter versus Mavis, Mavis flying. And there was some pretty funny tech fails like social media, Bluetooth. Literally, they had a monster called Bluetooth, along with Dracula's fingernails. Don't really and smartphones. Yeah, they don't really mix. I really liked Johnny's vampire costume, which was very hilarious, and it was like they also talked a bunch about Vampire, which is like a vampire grandpa. It's just hilarious. I really liked when Frankenstein tried to put on Dracula's cape slash costume slash whatever. I don't. It's been a while since I watched it. It was just that was just really hilarious. I really liked the epic vampire battle at the end with it was just hilarious when Johnny tried to make those ninja moves like on the bike. He was like I also liked when they were like geeking out over new places and Dennis's YouTube video. I was just laughing myself to pieces. Like also with like Dracula's GPS. The cakey scene was pretty horrific, and you'll be laughing when you see the department store scene, which is just plain hilarious. As far as I can tell, I don't really remember it that well. I just remember that laugh for some reason. The epic movie I got to watch was Mockingjay Part 2, which was really cool. It was a very awesome and suspenseful movie and very emotional and impacting. There are not very humor parts, but they're like very scary. Like you could really admire the satire with like with the pod traps. And the ending scene is just really adorable. Gale's warlike thoughts cause like conflict between like friendship and all. Some pretty noteworthy scenes are like like when the civilian children were killed. That was just pretty horrifying. And though I barely remember the book, just an inaccuracy here. Though I barely remember the book, I'm pretty sure Prin died in the second book, not in the third, like the movie portrayed. And there was like a Gale versus Peeta emotional relationship sort of thing going on. I don't remember what it was, but yeah. And there was like this really there's a scene that really played on the emotions when there was like Mockingjay versus District 2, and Peter's behavior was like pretty heartbreaking, honestly. Yeah. It's just that devastating, but overall, it's a pretty good movie. Satisfying end to the to the to the Mockingjay, a movie overall movie, and the Hunger Games movie uh, series. So yeah, it was awesome. Another epic thing I managed to do was my Orlando vacation. I took a trip. That is, I took a trip to Orlando, and it was pretty darn awesome. It was just, I really liked everything there. One of the Terminator exhibit was pretty epic, And also they did some kind of cool, weird SpongeBob parade thing, which was pretty darn awesome. My favorite ride in there though is the Rocket Roller Coaster. Seriously, I rode it like several times when the lines were short because it's just plain awesome. And oh yeah, and I just played Hammer Time every single time because I didn't know any of the other songs. Give me a break here. Oh yeah, the Transformers and Spider-Man rides are pretty well made, and I really like the Harry Potter rides. The and I did go on some rides that involved water, which were pretty cool, but the aftermath was not so cool. It was just plain chilly. I mean, the just water dripping on my water dripping. I mean, water dripping. As I was walking home, it was just not fun. It was a little chilly to be quite honest. Though I really like. Also, I managed to watch the Sinbad show and the Poseidon show, both of which are pretty well made in my opinion. Yeah, that was 2015. In my case, a pretty bumpy ride, but pretty cool overall. So, anyways, that's about it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, and subscribe for more awesome videos. In the meantime, gotta rock and roll and rumble! And check out Energy Dynamo 9000 for some more Energy Dynamo awesomeness. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Ooh, and don't forget to check out my awesome website, www.energydynamo9000.com. It's my official website. So, anyways, this is Dynamo, signing off, saying Walton, have an awesome day, my awesome Dynamo fans, okay, Dynamo Bros. See you guys later! Oh yeah, and make 2015 a really epic party! Cause, 2016, new year, let's make it rock and roll and rumble. Let's rock and roll and rumble 2016. Bada boom!